Zion Williamson might just be like the most, not the most, okay, not the most, but a very, very underrated player in this league, which is crazy to say with all the hype he had last year. I mean, Bleacher Report, they can only have so many posts, but we'll get into that. So I had this idea for a video when I saw this tweet, right? Let's go ahead and get rid of this debate. Zion Williamson is the best scorer in the NBA under 25 years old, and it isn't close. What he's doing right now with the Pelicans spacing is an anomaly, says KG's GOAT on Twitter. But I saw this, and at first I did not believe this at all. I just thought, wow, there's so many good players under 25. There's no way. I look at his stats, and so far for the year, he's averaging 27.1 points, which I definitely thought was lower. I did not realize it was 27 points on average for the year. More than that. But what's crazier is he is shooting 10.4 for 17. Or I don't know if I said that right, but pretty much he's shooting 61.5% from the field. He's shooting like 8 free throws a game, he's around 70% on like 9 attempts. I did not realize he was this good at scoring. I knew he was very efficient. That was obvious. With his strength and with his leaping ability, the way that right under the basket, he can just go ahead and just touch the rim pretty much. It's so hard to stop him. You'd have to have like literally a Rudy Gobert, I don't want to say Nerlens Noel, like Clint Capella type defender to even stop that. And even then, like, he's just so good. So I started thinking, who are some players under 25? Tatum, Luka, Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox. I started thinking about those players, but no one is doing that on the efficiency that Zion is doing it. And even then, like, okay, let's look at Tatum, right? Tatum for the season is averaging 26.5 points, which is less points on 20.6 field goals attempted. So Tatum is missing around 11 field goals a game, and is scoring less than Zion, who's missing only like 6 field goals, which is crazy. He's averaging 27 points a game and only averaging about 1.5 misses. I don't think we've ever seen this. I think the last time I did look this up a couple months ago, like what were like the least amount of misses, with like the most amount of points per game. It was like the only player who's ever done something like this. I think it was Adrian Dantley. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he only averaged like 7 misses a game, and he averaged like 32 points per game. That's the closest we've ever seen to this. So I started thinking though, like Luka, Tatum, they dribble the ball, they score, they really come in clutch moments. How are they not as good at scoring as Zion? And like there is no way that you can say Zion isn't the best scorer. I started thinking about this. Just because that his way of getting buckets is not as flashy, is not as, I don't know the word, but it doesn't look like you're carrying your team. Even if it is just offensive rebounds, which it is not. Zion, he's actually only averaging, honestly, when I went into the season, I thought he'd average like 20 points and 10 rebounds. But yeah, 27 and 7, he's not just getting offensive rebounds. He's literally just taking the ball into the paint, scoring, or getting the assists. He's averaging like almost 5 assists a game this year. Absolutely crazy. I did not think about that he would do this in the second year. I mean, obviously, I knew it was going to be special. And then you start to think, oh, if Zion's such a good scorer, why aren't the Pelicans doing that good, like record-wise, winning-wise, blah, blah, blah. But you got to remember, it is the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis, I could be wrong, I think that he only made the playoffs once with the Pelicans, and that was the year with Drew Holiday. They beat the Blazers in the first round, lost to the Warriors. He might have made it one more time after that, but the Pelicans did not. And you can't deny Anthony Davis' greatness. I mean, he just won a championship with LeBron last year. It was not his fault. Same thing. It is not Zion's fault. First thing they did, the Pelicans, they're aggravating Lonzo. Actually, I don't even think Lonzo cares. I think he just doesn't want to live in New Orleans aside from basketball, which I get. But I mean, you're losing Lonzo Ball. You don't have a real, okay, this might, I don't know how people are going to take this, but I really think Lonzo Ball is a shooting guard. I mean, that's a discussion for a whole nother video, but just his effectiveness and efficiency from the off the catch 3-pointers, secondary playmaking, I don't know. But pretty much, they need another real point guard because Eric Bledsoe is not that guy. I mean, we've seen that with the Bucks, and yet Pelicans still, I mean, they got like 4 first-rounders, I think, for Drew Holiday, so that's still a pretty good deal, but they still need another guard. They trade for Steven Adams and then extend him for at least a couple years. It might have been a 4-year deal, I'm not sure, which is terrible spacing with Zion. Like, I don't know what team is going to pay, I really don't want to get this wrong, it might be $20 million a year. Let me see just real quick. Okay, so I guess last year he made 25 million a year. I actually don't know. Oh, current contract. Yeah, so he's making 27 million dollars this year, 17 million the next, and 18 million. How do you pay a guy like that much money? I understand how strong he is, but he's not doing too much on the defensive end. He's not doing too much on the offensive end besides really hard screens. How do you extend a guy like that when you have Zion, which easily clogs the paint? Which is another crazy thing. The fact that Zion's doing all this scoring with Steven Adams just in the paint, or the Hernan Gomez guy, I forget his first name, or Jackson. Hey, they don't have a single. I'm pretty sure they had Nicola or Nico Melli or something like that, but he's on the Mavericks now. How do you not have a single stretch big? Or if they do, and he just doesn't play that many minutes, one stretch big. It's crazy. You also gotta think about, you know, Brandon Ingram and Zion. That's not really a good fit, but Ingram is a good playmaker for his position. Lonzo is a good playmaker. Eric Bledsoe is a good playmaker. But if you really want to utilize Lonzo, you're gonna need a great playmaker, and that great playmaker will really help Zion Williamson. Also, the fact that if you want to call Lonzo Ball an elite playmaker, Lonzo Ball has missed a bunch of games this season, and Zion's still doing it. Zion doesn't even really need. Okay, I guess that's just, I kind of just contradicted myself, but pretty much he doesn't need a great playmaker, but a great playmaker would make him just as good. Like if we're talking about a Ricky Rubio, man, that would be an amazing duo. Yeah, that was just my little ramble. I mean, I know, you know, Bleacher Report, they can't just only post Zion anymore because LaMelo's in the league. Cade Cunningham's going to be in the league. There's going to be a bunch of more young talent like Anthony Edwards, and you know, I understand. And I'm not one of those guys. I don't want Bleacher Report only posting Zion highlights or every media only talking about Zion. But I feel like just because we talked about it so much last year, we haven't talked about him enough this year, and he's been so much better this year than last year. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna try and daily upload. Yeah, peace.